don't know if this is our... Hey, praise the Lord, it's working now. Okay. Right, I'm going to go quiet. Right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hi, how are you? Welcome to today's episode of True Temperance International. And I'm your host, and we have several co-hosts, I think. I'm not sure how many co-hosts we have who's going to be with us, but I'm Sharon, so nice to see you. And co-hosting with me is, drum roll.
Good afternoon, everyone. And my name is Charlene. Welcome.
Hi, Charlene. So some of you, this may be your first time on True Temperance International. Hopefully not many of you, because we know we have a quite a family here on TTI. And so I'm just gonna make this big. There you go. So as it says on here, welcome to another episode of our Family Health Show. True Temperance International, we're a group of friends who are all interested in the health message and helping us to achieve healthy lifestyles using natural, simple remedies that God has given to us, made available to us, that's available wherever you are in the world. There's something that you can use to help improve your health. Would you like to say something else about TTI, Charlene? How long we've been going, or?
Well, we started in, I think it was around June in 2020. So it was during the lockdown, when the lockdown just began. And we had a ministry before, well, a small one, not as like this. But we just have a passion for health. So we've been doing things beforehand, and then, but when COVID hit, we just came together, and of course everything was then on Zoom, because of course nowhere was open, and that's how we started off doing these sessions on Zoom.
Thank you. Right, so if you didn't know, this is what you're in for today. You're in for a sweet and savory treat. Okay, so today we have our friends from Golden Palms, Alvin and Louise McQueen. Or if you're reading it on the screen, it's Louise McQueen and Alvin McQueen. Either way, they're a family, husband and wife team that have got a ministry, an amazing ministry in healthy food. Okay, everybody needs food, yeah? Tell me one person you know that doesn't ingest anything, whether it's liquid or solid. Okay, you're quiet, because everybody needs food. Okay, we all need water, we need air, we need prayers, and we need food. Okay, so today we're going to be sharing with you, well, Alvin and Louise will be sharing with you from their kitchen some amazing delights. Mouth-watering, it says, plant-based dishes, delicious as well. So I'm looking forward to learning, because it's like a cooking school, really, learning how to make these dishes that are going to help improve our health. So stay tuned. You will not be disappointed. So last week, what did we do? Not last week, it was 2 weeks ago. We had another cooking demo from our friends from the Medical Missionary Group. Charlene, what happened? And did anybody cook? Okay.
Yes, we had the Brown family. So from Scotland, and they're called the Medical Missionary Group. So Jackie and her daughter Michaela Brown, they did a sweet treats, actually, not sweet treats. So though we just see a cake, they did chocolate cake.
It's on the screen, Cheryl.
Oh, thank you. I don't have to, well, it's good to think, but thank you. So they did scones, carob cake, and carob and almond energy balls. My daughter was well, we couldn't do it quick enough, but they were very nice, I must say. We didn't manage to do the energy balls, but we will do soon.
That's right. So Shirley's daughter was trying to cook at the same time as the demos were happening, but Michaela knows her stuff so well, and it was difficult for a 7-year-old. Is that how old Jasmine is? Yeah, I think
Jasmine is 8.
she's 8. Sorry, I missed the last birthday. It was sorry. Happy birthday to you. Okay, it was difficult for Jasmine to keep up with Michaela, but she made the effort and had a go. So that was brilliant. And we encouraged others on the show to make an effort and have a go. And before the cooking, though, Jackie Brown gave us a guide to good food. She was telling us what good food is and shared with us a lot of information about it. So if you missed it, don't worry. You haven't really missed it, because we do have a YouTube channel. So if you go to True Temperance International on YouTube, you'll be able to look at all the past shows. There's so many on there to choose from. And the last time, which was on the 7th of January, if you look for that one, just type in True Temperance International Sweet Heaven or something like that. And then you'll be able to, it will come up. So go on there and have a look. And did anybody, this is your opportunity to share with us now, did anybody make anything or buy the ingredients like I did and not quite get around to it, but you're going to do it? Because we have shared the recipes on the WhatsApp and the Telegram groups. Because I asked for photos as well. If individuals made anything, could they share their photos? And I didn't get anything. You guys are slipping. So nobody did any. Is there anybody on here who didn't actually watch it? Is everybody able to speak, Shirlene?
Yeah. They are.
Okay, maybe they're responding on YouTube. I don't know. Yes, Shirlene says they are able to unmute. People are able to unmute. Okay, well, we can look in the chat and see if people are leaving any messages in the chat. Feel free. If you're feeling shy, don't worry, you can leave a message in the chat and hopefully we'll see what you've been able to do since the 7th of January. But maybe like me, you had good intentions and it didn't quite happen. But don't worry, you can go back and do it, okay? So Michaela really made them look so simple to make. So I'm sure anybody could do it. Anybody could do it.
Well, I've bought the book, so I will be trying some of them.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Marlene. Yes, because Michaela does have her own cookbook as well, and it's available on her website. If you go back to the last session that we had, you'll get all the information about how to contact the Browns as well, and the website where her book is, but it is on the chat. So if you're part of the WhatsApp group or the Telegram groups, I have shared the information about the book and the recipes. So I'm looking forward, Marlene, for when you actually do make it, to see something from the book that you've put together. So yeah, and it'd be nicer if we could taste it too, but hey. Okay, all right, so moving on then. Right, so you are all invited, whether you live in the UK or not, you are all invited to our second health conference, going to be based in the UK. And Shirlene has posted our YouTube link for the last show in the chat. Those of you who are watching
not the last show, Sharon. This one.
For this show.
YouTube link. Sorry, I'll share the other one as well.
Okay, she's sharing stuff. Those of you who are on YouTube, you know the link because obviously you're on here. Okay. Sorry. Edgar, if you can just come through, I need some help. There we go. There you go. Right, it's okay. Just gave your mum something. Right, so yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so we have Come Apart and Rest a While 2023, Revive, Rejuvenate and Reform. This is a health conference that's going to be happening this year from the 28th of August to the 3rd of September. And at this, we will be showcasing ministries, showcasing ministries from the UK and around the globe. So not just from the UK, there may be others coming. I think there will be Pastor Sam coming from Spain. He'll have his he'll be showcasing part of his ministry, and his wife, his dear wife Rowena, as far as I'm aware, she will be coming too and sharing some practical information with us. So Shirley, what can we say about Kef and Lee? I mean, Edgar's going to share something with us, but what have we got in store for those who are wishing to come?
What I could say is don't miss this one. For those who missed last one, don't miss this one. This year, especially for the children as well, because last year I have my little ones and we didn't have much for the little ones. But by God's grace, this year, especially with the Browns, I think it's all three of them, the Brown sisters, we'll be doing something with the children,
and their brother.
And their brother, sorry, the mini missionaries. So we have something for the young people. And then we have Brother Mayman coming with us, being with us, and Dr. Melbourne as well. And then, of course, last year, Pastor Sam and Andre. So we'll be having a new one, Christian Financial Management, and we'll be talking about men's health, deadly trio, obesity, diabetes, and hypertension, practical home remedies, physio health, one on essential oils, plant-based cooking, which is hands-on as well. Cancer doesn't have to be the end, and then different ways for us to preserve our food and drink. So, as the title says, revive, rejuvenate, and reform. So, if you did miss last year, please join us this year at Kef and Lee.
It's muted myself. Thank you, Shirley. And I think Edgar wanted to share a video as well about it. So at some point soon, he'll be coming on to do that. So it's a health retreat. It's for a week and it's affordable. The price isn't revealed on this poster at the moment, but if you go to our website, you'll be able to see all the costings in there. Okay, we'll tell you a bit about the website in a bit. So yeah, so see you this year, August the 28th, 2023. That was us leaving this. That was our last day. We were leaving the site on September the 4th. It might have been. I can't remember the exact date. I think we stayed an extra day for reasons we will explain to you some other time when you see us face to face. But yeah, we ended up staying an extra day. That wasn't planned, but there you go. So we have Edgar, who's part of the TTI team. Anne-Marie, she was one of our chefs. Jonathan, myself. Kathleen, she was a delegate and she will be helping out next year. Charlene and the two of her children. We look forward to sharing some time with you next year in Kef and Lee for our health conference. Okay, so please check out our new TTI. It's still fairly in its infancy. Our new website on ttinternational.org. If you're struggling to get it, it might be the third one down on the list when you do that, but you can also put in the term health. It comes up when you type in health. Just type in health and see if that kind of narrows it down. But that's the website, ttinternational.org. I think it's healthy living. If you go on there, you'll be able to see our latest promotions. We will have on there a promotion for a free webinar with Sonia Barnes, and that's to do with financial management, financial planning. I know some people are struggling right now, especially with the prices. Especially with the cost of living going up. Some may say we have a fuel crisis. Some may say we have, there's so many crises really right now, especially there's with all the strikes as well. And that really revolves around people not being able to afford the increased high prices of living. So if you want to know how to manage your finances, how to find out more about how to be able to afford to live, then if you go to our website, you should be able to see the poster soon. And it's going to be on the 30th of this month, 30th of January, a free webinar. So look out for that.
Is that for HR, Sharon? Sorry.
Pardon?
AHR. Yeah, 30, yeah. So both of them is on the 30th.
Oh,
AHR, and if it's the 30th for AHR, they're doing that one, and then Sonia's is on the 30th as well.
okay. Well, we'll have to look at the times, because it may well be that the times don't clash. So, yeah. Okay, so a bit more about our website. Obviously, there's the homepage and who we are. You'll get to see photos and a little bit about us. If you click on the events page there, you can see there's a link to the registration form for Kefenlee. And also it gives you information about other events that are happening. So for instance, today's show, and this is where you'll find the details about up and coming events, not just with TTI, but other people who have presented on here. They may be sharing their posters, or we may be sharing their posters on the website. So we'll be doing more of that rather than sharing the posters on the live shows. Okay, so there's that in the events. In the testimonials area, you will see we have an amazing testimony from several people who attended Kefenlee last time. And there's a video. We did share it a few months ago on here after the last Kefenlee, but there is a video on there. So you will, if you're thinking about it, thinking, well, what is it about? Go on there and watch the video. It will really make it clear to you what we're doing at the health conference. And also we have under more, there's a lot more there. You can see we've got if you feel blessed by our ministry TTI and you want to share the blessings, then we have different ways that you can help, whether it's through sharing our links, sharing these programs, and also helping us financially. So there is a giving page on there where you can see our details, bank details, etc. But you'll see that in a bit. There's also ways that you can contact us as a group, and there's different group lists as well. If you've got particular interests, then we can have conversations going. And in the recipe section, we've got at least 15 different recipes, different things that have been on this show. And if you have a recipe that you would love to share with us, a nice plant-based recipe, feel free to share it with one of the team members with a few pictures, and we can put it on our recipe page. Whether it's, sorry, Edgar's saying stuff to me right now. What are you saying, Edgar?
All the different mediums that we use, just get it to us and we'll put it on.
Okay, hopefully you heard that. So we said whether you want to contact us through Telegram, email, WhatsApp, telephone, Instagram.
Not Instagram.
I don't have an Instagram account. No, okay, that's my young.
Just get it to us and we'll see what we can do. We want you, if you've got a recipe that you really like,
there's Edgar talking,
and you use it. Good afternoon, everybody. Then send it to us and we'll get it, we'll put it on the website, and we're going to see if we can have loads of recipes on there that are tasty, healthy, and easy to make. That's the plan.
Definitely. So we look forward to being well, we want you to make us busy. Okay. Also, we have doTERRA, which some of you are thinking, what's that? Well, we have spoken a few times about essential oils. And so Charlene and myself, we've got a video on there telling you a little bit about the benefits of the essential oils, and also different things that you can find out about us. I'd also like to add at this point the Bible studies that we've been having as well on a Friday. Sorry, no, you've seen that now. On a Friday, Remnant Connections, and that's with Chris Higgins, who's also part of TTI. That's his ministry, Remnant Connections. They are doing Bible studies on a Friday, currently going through the Great Controversy. We had an amazing session last night. I don't know, Chris, are you available to tell us anything about the studies? Chris, I know you're there.
Hi, Sharon. Yes.
Hiya. Yes, could you share with us something about the Bible studies that you're doing via Remnant Connection? We do share the link on the spiritual
PTI
health.
spiritual group. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not a Bible study. It's actually book reading, book study. But because the foundation's the Bible, we tie in everything that we're looking at in the book with the Bible, if that makes sense. Yeah. So they usually on Friday evenings. It's not every Friday consecutively, but normally it's on Friday evenings at 7 p.m. And it's been a blessing. It's growing. People are enjoying it. So come along, invite a friend. And when you see the link on the TTI spiritual group, please join us. And I'm sure you will receive a great blessing. So yes. Yeah.
And if you don't have the book, we normally share the page that we're reading from. So if you're willing to read along as well, there's a system where you can be one of the readers, and we just take turns and we go through it and we discuss it and we learn from it. Mm-hmm. We definitely learn how to apply what we see. Okay, coming soon, you can see a slide we've got here, Remedies from Heaven, Food Temperance International Season 4. In Season 1, we had a mixture of different types of lifestyle practices, just teaching so much about whether it's your children's health, your personal, men's health, women's health, particular lifestyle diseases. We looked at a variety of things as well as cooking demos. And Season 2, we titled it Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, Know Your Body. And we covered the body systems and vitamins, minerals. Yeah, that was it. The body system and vitamins and minerals. And we looked at so many different aspects where we could learn together and see how we could apply them to improve our health and that of our family and friends. Season 3 was a short one, and that was based on the acronym HOPE. And you can always go back and look and see what we did. We actually had a live interview with one of our brothers from Manchester, Adrian Paradise Davids, and that was to do with stress. So that was a brilliant interview. But there was a lot on Season 3. And now, in the interim between 3 and 4, we're doing the cooking. So coming soon will be Remedies from Heaven. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. There's so much there that's available in the scriptures that will inspire remedies. And some of them are directly from the scriptures. So moving on. So if you do have any, if you're not able to get onto the website, but you would like to bless us with a donation, a financial donation, as well as your prayers, and like I said, sharing the links with others, there's the bank details on there. So you can always take a screenshot, or if you're watching on YouTube, you can go back and watch this bit. Okay, so thank you in advance for how you're supporting TTI. Okay, we have almost done this bit. Okay, so we're soon coming to the cooking bit. This is really what you was tuning in for, isn't it? I know. You really wanted to find out about what's coming out of Golden Palms. However, before we go there, I'm going to ask, is there anybody in the Curlew household that is available to read the disclaimer? I can do it, but you've heard enough from me.
Okay, only a professional health practitioner can diagnose or treat medical conditions. Any information discussed on the True Temperance International Family Health Show is for educational and informational purposes only. Please continue to seek professional medical advice from a GP or health practitioner regarding any disease you may be suffering from.
Thank you. That was read really quickly, but we got the message. Okay, thank you for that.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, did Charlene say Jonathan say something?
No.
Okay. You see, you sound the same now to me because you've been together, you've been married for several years, so you're starting to sound similar. Now I'm going to stop the share here and go into another one because Edgar would like to share something with us. So, over to you, Edgar. Is it on here?
Mm-hmm.
Media player?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure, so.
Oh.
Now, mentioned already about Finley, and this is just a promotion. And we're going to start really promoting it more and more now. We're over Christmas. Everybody's bought their, they've had to, buy Christmas presents and whatever. But we want people to really start getting in preparation for Kefenli 2023. So we really want to put in your mind, you could do like a saving plan. You can send us a proportion and then keep sending us money so that when it comes to that time, it's not like, oh my goodness, I've got to find so much money because I've got to pay for myself and the family and so on. And we really, really want you to come. And so I'm just going to do the promo that we did last year. Obviously, that was last year. We're waiting for the new promo coming, and that'll be here soon.
The new promo video.
The new promo video, and
Right.
I'm sure that there may well be another poster as well. But I just want to run this because I thought it was really good, and I just want to get people's mind focused to say, you know what, if I really want to go, you need to get your deposits in so that your place is booked, and then the rest of the money can follow fairly quickly. So I'm just going to run this, and then I believe is it straight over to Alvin after that?
Pretty much. I'm going to ask him a question, and then he's going to share with us what's been going on lately.
Okay. So hopefully this is going to work, and we're gonna watch this promo again. And as I said, it's a promo of last year, but I want you to try to get in preparation for this year because Kefenli 2023 it is coming. So here we go.
Come Apart and Rest a While is a one-week holistic retreat in the relaxed rolling hills of the Welsh countryside. With something for everyone, from health checks and massages to seminars on country living, cooking demonstrations and the use of herbs, this conference brings together ministries from around the British Isles, sharing their experience and knowledge with you in a health retreat environment. Running from the 29th of August until September the 4th at the Kefenli Conference Centre. Whether it's for the week, the weekend, or just a day, your short vacation will exceed your expectation. And with food services ranging from self-catered to plant-based meals, and with comfortable spaces available from ensuite chalets to leisure homes and caravans, you can enjoy your tranquil accommodation. So take some rest, be refreshed, and make sure to make your reservation today. See you there.
Yay! It's going to happen. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Shirley, are you there? Shirley?
Hi, Edgar.
Right, I'm just going to put you on the spot.
Yes.
What would you say was something that you really appreciated in the conference last year?
Appreciated. I can't really say, to be honest, because there's quite a lot.
Just choose one thing.
I was going to say,
I
I know what you want to say, Shirley.
appreciated they were all able to be, well, not all, because not everybody came, but quite a few of us came together underneath one roof and to fellowship and to fellowship together in terms of health, the spiritual aspect, the health aspect, everything as a whole. So holistic health, I would say.
I think what Shirley really wanted to say was, because you put her on the spot.
Yeah.
Because we've been under lockdown, because we've come out of it for a while now, so you kind of forget, but we've been under lockdown for so long, and people we'd only seen on the screen, so we've been actually able to meet people face to face, meeting people that we'd heard their voices. Possibly they were generous enough to switch their cameras on and we could see them on the screen, but actually being able to hold their hands and pray with them and just, just speak to each other and spend a whole week together. That was brilliant.
And for me, I would say that it was a wonderful experience. And the unity that we had there, we titled it, and I don't believe it's a title that we just thought of. I think it was inspired to come apart and rest a while. There's a lot of things happening in this world at the moment. People are striking, energy problems and all these different things. So I'm just encouraging everybody, make the effort, put the money aside, come and check out Keffinley 2023. I don't believe you'll be disappointed. And I'm going to hand it back. I'm handing it back to Sharon.
Thank you so much, Edgar. Okay, so now you know.
Get your deposits in.
Edgar's saying get your deposits in. Okay, and he's gone. Right, so we have some savoury and sweet winter treats coming up with our friends Alvin and Louise McQueen from the Golden Palms Cookery School. Doesn't that look nice? Well, you're going to learn how to make some of this stuff. So before we actually dive in, I'm going to invite Alvin to come on and unmute. And I want to ask you a question. So Alvin, hi.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, we got two Alvins. We got Echo Alvin, and we can't see the other one.
Is that better?
There's something on your camera. We can just see a black line.
Oh, really?
Is it a camera? Is it the case covering the camera lens?
Okay, possibly. Let me try to go on the other cell phone. Hang on.
I think something's just covering the camera. Maybe even the strap from your phone or something. Because I could see part of you and I couldn't see the top. I could just see like a very small amount of you.
Let me try. Is that better?
I can see all of the camera. But I could, but it's gone now.
I'm switching from.
Where are you?
Hold it. 1 second, I'm coming.
It's coming. Okay, well, while Alvin's coming, I'm just going to preempt the beginning bit. So, hi, Alvin. Hi, Louise. Welcome to TTI's Family Health Show again. Can you ask James if you're able to mute?
We've just cleaned up. We're not making a mess.
I can't mute him.
Jonathan rang for breakfast.
If one of the admin can mute James's phone, please.
So
yeah, so took out 20, left 21. £2 on a dog, lost.
Someone unable to.
£2 on one horse, £5 on the horse, lost. So I've got £10 left.
Okay, right. Thank you. Right. So, now over here in the UK, and I appreciate this is international, so not everybody's over here in the UK, but you may experience cold anyway. So over here, it is cold. It is cold. It was very cold. We had a very cold spell in December for about 2 weeks. Then it got warm, and they were saying, "Oh wow, this is a warm winter, warmest we've had in ages." And now it's gone cold again. It's like minus degrees. So I've got a question for you, Alvin, and Louise, because you may be able to answer something that Alvin
Lost
struggled.
40
I
pounds.
don't think he'll struggle.
It
Can
was
please
30,
somebody
40
mute
pounds.
James again, please?
Yes, your phone.
Thank you. Right. So with all this cold weather, I'm going to ask you, what food item or group of foods would you recommend for somebody who's struggling to stay warm, whether it's for their feet, their hands, whatever? What kind of, and I know there's plenty of people that would have an answer, but I'm asking you because I want to ask you. So what food group would you recommend, or food item would you recommend to help warm us up in these cold winter weathers?
Okay, good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me?
We can hear you and we can see you.
Okay, wonderful. Good to see you all. It's been a year since I've been with you all, but I'm gonna answer straight to the question. The foods that I would recommend for this time of the year is fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. And the reason being is those are the foods that the body takes longer to digest and get involved to metabolize in the system to heat the body up. So, you know, in the wintertime when it's cold like this, we want to have foods that's going to be slow in the process of digestion. So the longer the digestion process, the more the body has to heat up to get it going. And we got a medical term for that called thermogenesis, which basically is the body's process to metabolize food to heat itself up. So that's what it stands for, is thermogenesis. That's just a medical term for that. So it'd be fats, proteins, and carbohydrates.
Okay, that's good. I thought you were going to say something like ginger or turmeric.
Yeah, but you also have, when you start looking at ginger and things like that, those are like condiments. So you have a ginger, which basically stimulates the system. And the two glands that you need to focus on for the body's temperature regulation, and that's the thyroid and the adrenal gland. So those two glands are very vital for you to look at in the body's regulation of temperature. So you need to be able to feed those and make sure that they're operative in whatever you're doing. So I need you to look at the processing of foods like bananas. You got magnesium in bananas. Okay, you got the light bulbs all over the place. You got magnesium have to use to illuminate the light bulbs. So you're gonna need that for the body, right? Ginger as a stimulant. So you need those, you know, and healthy fats, by the way. I'm talking healthy fats, not bad fats. We're not talking about trans fats. We're talking good fats that we need to put in our bodies. So the body takes time to heat it up. Also, you have oats, you know, good old oats. You all have that everywhere. Some people say it's a poor man's food, but it's not. It is a good food. It takes a long time. It's got fibers, and that takes the body's time to digest that. So that's also going to warm the body up. So, you know, those are some of the places that I can.
Thank you so much. And you know what, Alvin? Many people on here have known that you've had a bit of a journey in the last few months, possibly even maybe even longer than a year. We know that you had some problems with your vision, and I'm not going to say much. I want you to say it because it's your testimony. So is there anything that you'd like to share with us? Obviously, you're not going to give the full testimony now because people want to know about the food, but we also want to know about you because we love you, Alvin, and we're so pleased and glad that you're on here. So share with us a little bit about what happened in your journey over the last however long you want to tell us.
Okay, I'm gonna try to condense it as best as possible. First, I want to thank everybody on the screen that have donated to the cause, and I'm still having to go through a second donation. I've been on a long journey after being diagnosed in 2017 with open angle glaucoma, which is classified as a stealer of sight. Lo and behold, I was diagnosed 2017, but a process because of COVID, it shut down all of my appointments from 2020 to 2022. And it was around the spring of 2022, I think it was March or April. I went to the ophthalmologist at the hospital, and they told me now, because of the process of that time lapse, I now have end-stage glaucoma. So I was now at the most critical stage, and the next place for me was blindness. I believe in God as a preacher, as a teacher, and as a health practitioner. I believe strongly in God, in that there's a balm in Gilead to heal the sin sick soul. I also believe that God says, prove me. So I decided I'm gonna get on my knees. So what the ophthalmologist said to me, I said to him, well, you have said that, but my God knows better. And I went back on my knees. I remember my wife was a little tearful at the time, and we were coming back in the car, and we got home, We were being driven by our neighbor. We got home and she was very quiet for the journey. And I came home and I just knelt down in my quiet zone and I prayed. And I said to God, this is not my portion. I've never seen anybody in the Bible that has been blind in service, only at the end of their service. So this is not my portion. The only person I knew who had visual impairment was Paul. And I said, if it is your portion that I need to be visually impaired, yes, but not being blind. So I'm saying, I'm proving you. You've said sight to the blind. So I need to prove you now to put sight to me. So I want you to understand, brothers and sisters, when and friends of mine on the platform, God intervened. Friends went and set up a page for me, unbeknown to me, and then told me, I'm a pretty private guy, to be fair. Everybody see me in the front, but I'm a very private person. And I had to become vulnerable, which was kind of awkward for me. Nobody saw my face. I was just a thing on the screen. But I went out and you all donated and continue to donate and support. God then opened doors for me. I got calls to go to Cuba. I got calls to go to India, all expenses paid. I got all this coming through. But God had a place for me in Europe where I had to go. And when I got there, the first thing they said to me is, Mr. McQueen, you're in a critical stage, but, and that but conjunction, I'll give you some hope that God was now speaking, and sure he did. And he said, but we are going to do our best for you. And this is what we specialize in. We are actually neurologists as well as ophthalmologists. So they started to plug me up to all kinds of machines. I had 2 weeks away, and it's ongoing, 2 weeks away, 5 hours per day of heavy intense treatment. Electromagnet pulse treatment that was all plugged up to cables that was sending electric shocks through me into the back of the optic nerve, because using laser treatment would have actually sent me blind because of the sensitivity and the nature of how vulnerable I was. So they used some specialized treatment that's been pioneered for since 93 onwards. And lo and behold, they said to me at the beginning of the process, we are hoping at the end to give you at least 75% vision restoration in your right eye. And the left eye, which is the most damaged, we are hoping to give you 25%. And notice when I was at Careful Lead, I could not see anything in the room at all out of my left eye, only lights around me. That was all I could see. But God had different things for me. By the time in the end of the 2 weeks process, they had slowed my glaucoma down. They gave me 75% vision in my right, which I'm now beyond 20/20. And the left, where I only saw light in the room, I now can see objects, but not sharp objects. I can identify that there is a door by the shape of it. I can identify that there's a body in front of me, but I can't tell your face. So they got to work on this one. And this is the one that's the most damaged, 95% damage on the left. But because they said there was no hope, and then I got there and they gave me hope, God answered my prayer. So I just want to close it up right there and said, I'm ongoing. I need to go back for the process. I need to raise more funds. It is not cheap. It's private. And this is something that is specialized. So I need to be able to regenerate that again. So in the kitchen, I mean, it affected everything. My life changed, the business changed, everything. This is our first show in about a year, realistically, on the TTI, but we showcased with you all at Careful Lead. But after that, we were pretty much in limbo, what I was going through all the different processing. So even now in the kitchen, as we're going live now, we're not up on the cookery school until approximately April of this year, after my next flow of treatment, phase 2. So we're hoping to launch back the operation, if it is God's will, by April. So yeah, bear with us. So this evening again, as with Careful Lead, my wife is not allowing me anywhere near the kitchen except for film. So you're not going to see me anywhere near knives or anything like that, because she believes that she doesn't want nobody to be seeing finger food on the platform tonight. So that's it, over and out for me.
Okay, Alvin, thank you so much. And we are so glad that God is working with you. He, like you said, this is not, you're not, it's not done yet. You're not done yet. There's more. So we're looking forward to the more, and we're looking forward to seeing you, hopefully, God willing, and Louise in Kefenly. Well, we're coming to your territory because Wales is your territory. So we're looking forward to seeing you. If you'll welcome us there again. You'll be ready.
By His grace.
By His grace. Amen. Amen. Indeed. Okay, so thank you for sharing that with us. We are going to go over to the other camera, and I'm just going to share with you this slide that we're working. Oh, am I? Yeah, we're working through with the savoury and sweet winter treats. You will actually see in one of the pictures where Alvin is operating a knife and Louise is looking at him quite precariously, like, really, Alvin? But that's in one of these slides. But just let me know when you want us to put the slides up with the recipes, etc., and we will do that. Okay, so they are going to be available on the screen whenever he asks, whenever Louise or Alvin ask us to put the recipes up. Okay, so I will stop share now, and we move over to the McQueen kitchen. And for those for whom Sabbath is ending, I pray you've had a blessed Sabbath day and Happy New Week.
And a happy new year to you, Shaban.
Thank you, Auden. Happy New Year and a Happy New Week to everybody as well. Hi, Auden. Okay, so are we ready over in the McQueen kitchen?
Yeah, Sharon, could you be so kind to give me the code again, please?
The code, oh, to,
NID.
right.
Just give me the first 3 letters. It should punch back up. One of the cameras is coming down.
For the Zoom code?
Yeah, I've got yeah, the what you call it, the login.
Okay. Right, the Zoom ID, meeting ID is 882.
The meeting passcode, Sharon, the meeting passcode.
895 493.
895 493. I want to check.
Okay. So for those of you who are with us on YouTube, thank you for joining. We'll look and see if there are any comments in the chat. Feel free to type any questions in the chat if you wish, and we'll ask them towards the end, because I think we'll see how we'll go by your lead, Louise and Alvin, with regards to questions, because I'm sure people will be asking. So if you wish to, you can type them in the chat and we'll ask them at an appropriate time when there's a break, if you have any questions about what is going to be presented.
Okay.
So, all being well, we'll be able to.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're ready. Hold on a second. And we're live, Sharon.
Yay! Hi, Louise.
Hey. Okay, are we all ready?
Yes.
Okay, the first one I'm going to do is the quiche, cheesy broccoli cheese.
So if you can put that up for us, Sharon, please. Hey, can you see? If you can put that up for us on the screen. Okay. So everybody can see that on the screen. I'm gonna read it out for you all. It is 1 packet of tofu. You got half a cup of yellow onion, 2 cups of broccoli, half a cup of plain soya milk, half a cup of yeast flakes. You also have 1 cup of vegan cheddar cheese. And then for the pastry crust, we have half a cup of coconut flour, half a cup of almond flour, 4 teaspoons of milled flax seeds, 1/4 teaspoons of sea salt, 1/4 cup of coconut oil, and 1/3 cup of water. So I'm gonna zoom down into this for you so you can
First thing we're gonna
actually see this. 1 second, Louise is getting happy. She's ready to roll. So I'm gonna drop down. Can you all see this? This is the tofu.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, you also have
that's the almond flour, the coconut flour, flaxseed meal, water, and yeast flakes and onions.
you got your water and you got your yeast flakes here. And we all see that. So I'm gonna just do a zoom swipe around. Again. And back up to Louise.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is the pastry. I'm not using flour, I'm using gluten-free. Because a lot of people are gluten-free in this world now. So I'm giving you a healthy option. And I'm just adding all the ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's mix that in.
Sorry, so was that the almond flour and the coconut flour?
Yes, it is. And I add the flax seeds. Now I'm going to use the coconut. I melted that. Just mix that. And add some water. I might not use all the water, but it depends on the flour. I know coconut and almond flour, they can be very dry. Use my hands here. And some more water.
Whilst Louise is getting happy with the kneading, your oven should be already preheated.
200.
About 200. And so that when we're ready to get cooking, everything is live to go. So I hope you all heard that.
Okay, we'll just like that.
And we'll be live to go.
I'm going to do a mini quiche. This one you can do a bigger one, but I'm just showing you how to do a mini one. This pastry, you don't need to roll. There's no rolling with this one. You just press it down. I'm not going to use all of it. As you can see, okay, as you can see, just like that. I haven't used all the pastry because I'm doing a mini one, but you can do a medium-sized ring, and you can use all the pastry. I'm just showing you. They're just in the oven for 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't take that long to cook. Okay,
So have you just used one of the spring
yes, you can.
so yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, whatever you call the oven pan. I can't remember what you call the pan.
Yes, a flan dish that you can spring out. Yes.
Just washing the bowl beneath it. And then I'm going to use the filling. Okay, this is the filling. As you can see, I've got the
Okay, it seems like we've lost a bit of the signal. Let me put my camera on. Yeah, it seems like we've lost the signal for a little bit. So just pray, brethren, everyone that's tuning in, because we need, yes, Louise, I think we've got you back now. So we got as far as you saying, as you can see, and I think you're trying to say we've got the firm tofu.
Yes. So
that's a crumbly tofu.
yes.
And in the tofu, I got yeast flakes. Go in there. And half of onion, white onion. It's nicely chopped.
Did you just break up the tofu with your hands then?
Yes, I did.
So you can get the tofu from either end of the stores like Tesco's, Sainsbury's. Most of the time we get ours from either Tesco's or
If you go in Tesco's, there is one called Wicked. It's a Wicked tofu. I know the name's a bit weird, but it's cheaper and it's organic. It's $1.75 in Tesco's. So if you look for that one, you hear me?
Can you hear? Are we still live?
No, you're off.
Yes, we can hear you. You're still live. We can see you. I was just quiet. That's all. We got as far as
Yeah,
the
just-
wicked tofu.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so you can go to Tesco's, and that's the brand that we're using right here. It's called the Wicked tofu. It's firm. Most of the Chinese wholesalers, you can also get that for our U.S. audience. If there's any of those online, you can go to Walmart and you can get those. Again, the firm tofu and most of the Chinese stores, you can get it from there. And it holds the consistency of the food once you're doing it. So right now, Louise is back over to
You
Louise.
can add some milk. Have you soya milk? The soya milk's better. And now I'm going to blend it. I'm going to add some tofu. I mean, not tofu, I mean turmeric. So it's got that eggy color. You don't have to, you don't want to, but I like to because then it looks more like you can use a hand blender or blender just to smooth it down. See? Get it all out, not to waste anything. Let's take that off.
So you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like scrambled eggs, right? But it's not. Look at it.
And then I'm going to add some broccoli. Just chop it up fine. You don't cook it. Leave it raw. You can use frozen if you want to, but defrost it. Some more. I'm using the stalks as well because the stalks have got most of the nutrition in the stalks. So don't waste it, okay? The stalks, because they're very good for you as well.
I hope you all heard that.
Into the dish. Give it a good mix. Then you add your cheese. You can have any vegan cheese you like. And then you just mix it. And that is your, okay, Alvin, want to show them?
That's right. So now we're gonna go back into the ingredients list, because everybody, please tell me what Louise did. Anybody, just unmute and say what we did, so we can make sure you all are following us. Anybody? What was in the dish? Why did she put in the dish first? Y'all quiet tonight.
Was it the tofu?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
What was the name of the tofu we using? Anybody?
Wicked.
Yep. You got some good participants tonight. What was next in the line? What went in the dish after the tofu?
Onions.
Okay, onions. What else?
Broccoli.
Wow. Sharon, hope you all are listening to that person that's up there. They might get a prize if they're good enough. Yeah, come on now.
Flakes. You know what?
Flakes.
You know what, Cindy? I think I'm going to give you it. I'm going to drop me your details. You can send me a personal direct message, and I think I'm going to give you something.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh! I didn't expect that.
Well, you know,
trying to get grip with my own memory. So thank you.
That's fine. That's fine. I think, yeah, I'm feeling like the spirit says give.
Amen. Thank you, sis.
That's all right. But Audrey, you said something as well. Yeast flakes.
This is a flour, almond flour I use. You can get this on Amazon.
It's called Your Health Store almond flour. Can we all see that?
Yeah. And this is the coconut one. Again, Amazon.
You turn it around for me, please. 100%. Turn it right around to the front. Yeah, you got it at an angle.
And that's the coconut one. Okay.
Can I just ask, was that for the base? Because I missed the base bit, and I just bought it as you was more or less going into the oven.
Say that again.
Was that for the base, the flowers that you?
Yeah, that was for the base. Yes, that
Okay.
was for the base.
Okay, I missed the ingredients and everything for that. Okay, thanks.
No problem. The ingredients on the TTI site, I'm sure they're going to show it at the end, so you all can have a look.
Oh, okay, lovely, thanks.
Wonderful, you're welcome.
It doesn't take long to cook because I've got a small one. And this, that's the, and now I'm going to put this on top.
As usual, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have smell vision. I can only tell you how good it smells over here in this kitchen. Unfortunately, we don't do what you call it, Shirlene Deliveroo. We don't do that. That's a long way for you all to get that in Nottingham. So, yeah, I will tell you how good it tastes later. Sorry.
Brother Alvin, you must have heard me thinking, why doesn't he just send it via, you know, scooter?
Well, hopefully, when everybody makes theirs, they'll be able to tell you how good theirs tasted, and we'll be able to follow the directions, and we'll let you know.
Yes, that's the challenge coming up. Now look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Just simple as we look at.
Flatten it a bit more. It goes into about, if you make a big one, it's about 30 to 40 minutes. Because it's not eggs, it takes a bit longer. So hopefully a bit less than this because it's a smaller one. Okay, about 20 minutes. Okay, while we waiting for that, I'll do the one with the lemon Tennessee. Oh, by the way, I have something interesting for you guys. Oh, It's a new milk out. It's called potato milk. Yes, you heard it right, potato milk. When I saw this, I thought, I had to buy it because I wanted to taste it. You know what? It tastes really nice. This one's thick and it's really good, and it's good for smoothies, shakes, and it's for the pudding as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I can vouch for this milk. When I saw it at we have a shop here called
If you
Health
have
Food Store.
pound stretch.
Yeah, no, we saw it in a health food store, and it was retailing at approximately 2 pounds and change, 237 to be fair. And I looked at this thing and I said, potato milk, potato. We can think of potatoes and all kind of stuff, but not milk. But lo and behold, for all those who have a pound stretcher in your vicinity, go to Pound Stretcher. I'm gonna hold this milk up again. I'm gonna put it around the front so you all can see it, and I'm gonna drop it down. It's barista. Can you all see that? I'm gonna you want to hold it at an angle. It is the barista potato dairy free. And in the Pound Stretcher is at the moment retailing at 65 pence. Now that's a long call from 2 pounds 37. All right, 65 pence. And get the purple one because that's the one that's most creamier and it's got a lot of consistency. It is almost like a coconut milk. It is creamy, but it's good for savories. I make it for my smoothies and also for my protein shakes, and it's real good. I tried it in some Caro. That's yet to be coming, but in other dishes, it is real good. All right, so 65 pence Pound Stretcher at the moment. So let me know how you guys get on that one. So Louise is about to make the savory dish with the potato milk.
Right, this one you've got the cheddar seeds.
Would you like me to share the recipe first?
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I think I've got the salad up first, but I'll share the other one.
I hope you're not moving too fast for anyone. There you go. So for those of you watching on the other side, you got the broccoli quiche up, Sharon. Okay, here we go. So we have in this one, we have 1 lemon zest. You got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 4 tablespoons of maple syrup, half a teaspoon of lemon extract, 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a cup of summer berries or summer fruits. You got a 1/4 cup, or you can also use the winter berries, a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, and 1.5 cup of oat milk, which would be the normal thing that you would use in this recipe. But Louise is getting happy tonight and she's going potato milk. So
I just like to show you what milk's out there we can have. But I've got the seeds in there.
So while you are taking a snapshot, we're going straight back to the kitchen. You can get the recipe afterwards from Sharon, so please.
Then I'm going to add some zest of lemon in there.
So anyway.
I'm still gobsmacked about the potato. The potato milk. I know the shops tend to do a lot more milks now, a lot more plant-based milks now, like with pea milk and all these other kind of milks, but potato?
Yeah, you'd be pleasantly surprised. I kid you not.
Just a little turmeric to give that yellowy color. Make it good. Sure all the seeds are mixed in. And a little syrup, add that sweetness. I'm using the carob syrup, which is more, you can use maple syrup, date syrup, anything you like, but not sugar. Sugar's not good. Just a little, oh, just a little bit. Right, this one, it goes in the fridge, okay? It goes overnight because it thickens and all that. Don't worry, I have one I prepared earlier. So this one I prepared earlier, same thing, but I added frozen fruits. I don't know, and it's got lemon, and I put some nuts on top. Okay, so you can have this for breakfast, or you can have it as a supper. Because it's got fruit, you can't have a main meal, then have that, because you're supposed to have fruits on an empty stomach. So just have it as for breakfast and for the evening for supper, for light meal. I'm not used to a can of lemon. Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you saw how quick that was. If you're having guests over, you can make shot glasses out of that. You can make it in advance and just put the shot glasses in the fridge. And it's light, it's beautiful. Look at that. And by the way, I just thought to let you know there's 2 of those in the fridge like that. Sorry, brothers and sisters and friends of mine. 2 is company, 3 is a crowd. Yes, I'll wait till you guys do yours. I'll tell you how good it is. Are we going? I'm sorry. We're going back over to the quiche right now.
Okay.
I don't think it's ready yet. Okay, fine. Another 5 minutes.
Alvin,
Yes.
can I ask you, or Louise, can I ask you, what is chia seeds good for?
Chia seeds. This. No, you know what? I'm not going to answer that question because that's going to be that was supposed to be part of the challenge. So you just throwing in, you jumped ahead of me on that one, Sharon, because I want you all to know what you're putting in your body. Seeing that you asked me a pertinent question about foods that warm the body and what foods does to the body, I want everybody to tell me on the next session, what happens with the food that you all had this afternoon. How does that work on your body? How does it feed your metabolism? I want you to tell us that on the next session. So that's your homework when you come back and do the food. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you've kind of given us a bit of a clue in the way you said how it works on your body. So thank you for that clue. And yeah, I was feeling the same way, that we need to know what we're doing, what we're using. And it's not just food that has a nice texture, but it's like, well, what is the purpose, as well as just, not making you hungry and keeping you on plant-based foods. What other purpose does it have? How does it help your body?
Yes,
So,
one of the most important things we need to learn about food. I know I'm not looking at the camera, but you all can hear my voice. I'm gonna focus on Louise for a while, but you all can hear me. One of the things that we need to train our minds to do in 2023 is recognize that health is wealth. I hope you all realize we're in a serious time where different strains are coming into the process in 2023. And we need to make sure our immunity is strong to resist every viral load or anything that is thrown at us. So instead of just buying stuff that looks good, smells good, and tastes good, we need to know that it's good for the body. So I'm asking you to make sure you buy food that's going to feed the blood. For blood is the lifeline of the human physiology. If your bloodline is messed up, you're messed up on a cellular level. You're also messed up on a tissue level, which affects you on an organ level. I'm going to say that again. If your bloodline is messed up, it is almost like putting diesel in a gasoline tank. You would cause some problems. So you're going to have that mess you up on a cellular level. It's going to mess you up on a tissue level and an organ level. So every time you go to the store, make sure that you're checking the ingredients that you're putting into your body, because your body needs life in order to have life. And life, blood, is for the atonement of the soul. So thank you all. Back to Louise.
Make sure you also wash everything when you buy, like the salads, cucumbers, the fruits, everything.
Yeah.
One time while we were in India, I did charcoal. I put all the fruits and vegetables in charcoal water. They say because it pulls up everything in your body. I thought, well, let's have a go with the fruit. So I left it overnight. Probably worked or not. I'm not quite sure because you can't really see the dirt and everything, but I assume it did work. So that's what I did, and that's sometimes I do here as well. Everything in charcoal overnight. So wash everything because at the end of the day, we don't know what.
You got pesticides. And to add to that, Louise didn't follow the full research on that, but I started to chase that up. And also we have a Kangen machine here, which does alkaline water. So we were able to put the charcoal and that in the alkaline and be able to draw off. And what it does, it actually absorbs a lot of the toxins and the pesticides and herbicides off the veg that we have. Because those are also toxins that can go into the system and also mess up your bloodline. So we must be careful with all of this stuff that they're putting in the under veg. Although you're vegan or should I say plant-based, we also got to make sure that everything we're putting in our system is actually clean. Otherwise, you're gonna have a problem. So here it is. Activated charcoal. You also use lemon juice in there, and the different methodology. But I'm asking you all, do your homework. Don't just rely on somebody to just tell you. You all need to do your homework. It's your body, your health. So take some time with it. We're going back now to the veg. Today we're changing up the salads. Sharon, you put up the salad online. Put it up for us, please. We're just giving people some options.
Okay, so I will share the screen. I'm getting a bit of an echo here. Let's go back. Right, so remember I was saying that there's a photo where Alvin's holding a knife and Louise is like, you better be careful with that. We don't want finger food. I thought I'd add that one in there.
Right, going to slightly
So basically what Louise is doing is kale, and we're showing how basically to break the enzymes of the kale. Kale has some very potent nutrients embedded in its system, and which you all going to tell me about when you come back on the next session. But she's going to break the enzyme, so she's going to just pop it on the heat for a few seconds or so, and to just warm it a little bit.
Okay, so I'll just go back to the recipe. Where are we? There we go. So it says on here, you got to see it first, but yeah. It says on here, we have 1 cup of kale, 1 cucumber, and 1 avocado. Okay, 1 cup of kale, 1 cucumber, and 1 avocado. Now, I know Alvin and Louise, they like to sometimes do things slightly different. So we'll see what comes out. It may just be 1 cup of kale, 1 cucumber, and 1 avocado, but there might be something else thrown in there. We shall see. We shall see. Possibly even a bit of cayenne pepper. I don't know. We'll see.
Thank you so much, Sharon, for that. You know us too well. This evening, we're not going to use the avocado, but we're going to use something else. Louise is always on the ball. But the avocado, the why we put it there is it's a fat. And I want you to understand, tell us what fats that is. And for ladies, you always worry about the hip slips and extra bits. This one is a good fat. But there's a terminology for it. So we needed to see that in your next recipe. And this is good for a lot of other things in the body. So you can tell us what you can use it for.
nice and warm.
Louise is getting happy right now.
Nice. Choose it out. Keep this. Put it on back. You can add some seeds.
So can we just go back a minute? You've warmed up the kale. You've not cooked it.
No, you have not cooked it. You just warm it so it'll break the enzymes.
You don't want it to wilt.
No. So
It's just a 2-second warm.
If you look at that, well, not 2 seconds. Louise is 2 seconds, and your 2 seconds is different. In the catering world, it is short time for us. But you saw it was very quick. It preheated your flame, or if you got a convection oven or convector hub top. You just put it on top of that, and it just breaks the enzymes for approximately about 40 seconds or so, if that. And then you put it back out, which is slightly warm, as it breaks the molecular structure and let the vital nutrients out. So you're looking at this now, and she's chopped the cucumber, and she sprinkled that over the top, and she's got something else that she's now putting in the pan. I hope you all heard what she said she was putting in the pan. Did you hear what she was putting in the pan?
No.
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
Let's warm those up.
So again, sunflower seeds, and she's drizzling this over. So she's got cucumbers, she's got sunflower seeds. Now, you can also use sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, and you can drizzle that over. Now with this, what are you having? What is in the pumpkin and sunflower seeds? What are in those? Somebody's happy today.
Okay, this is
There
your
must happen. It must be the breaking up the day. Okay. They're obviously in another country, and they're just starting their time, or they're just in service. So they're breaking the day right now. We're about to close hours. But going back to this, I hope you all look at the tray that is so decoratively set. You've got the beautiful dessert on the side over there. Don't worry, we're not having that with the food right now. We'll be coming back to the kale. We've just slightly warmed the kale right up here. We just diced the cucumbers in the top, and we just drizzle it over with some toasted, what seeds did we say right there? What seeds did we say we just put on this?
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds, beautiful. Sunflower seeds. So you also have sunflower. You can also use sunflower seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds. And I asked a question, and it was all quiet on the other side of the line. What is in the seeds? What are seeds good for? What nutritional content do you have in the seed?
Omega-3 and good
Zinc.
fats.
There you go. Thank you. Omega-3s. Right. Thank you all so much. Somebody's thinking. Thank you, Sharon. You can't get a prize, Sharon. You're hosting. Come on now. So here we go. So we got pumpkin.
Was that Cindy that said zinc?
No, it wasn't. I have to be honest.
Everybody's vying for a prize this evening.
Who said zinc?
While you're deliberating over there, Louise has got the golden beauty of this quiche. Oh man,
There's a quiche.
Look at that! Look at that!
You're gonna let it rest for 5 or 10 minutes. Otherwise, you just to let it go firm a bit. It's just come out in the oven. Don't forget, because we haven't got any eggs, but you've got the flax seeds to help it and everything else. So you just got to rest it for 5 or 10 minutes, and that is your quiche for the day.
So for those of you who are accustomed to eating eggs, if you're using for baking cakes and so forth, etc., use the flax seeds. The flax seeds works also like an egg replacer. That's for those who are eating eggs. So if you want to come away from eggs and you want to get stuff in your cakes and in your foods, flax seeds work as an egg replacer, and it's a lot more healthier in a long shot for your body, digestive maneuverability. So with that, it helps the quiche to rise beautifully, and then it would let the rest for a while. And as it rests, while we're continuing with the show, approximately at the end, then Louise will be ready to present it. But right now, she's just letting it rest a while, as you rest a while. So over to you, Sharon. If there's any questions at this time, we're quite happy to take any questions.
Okay. So yes, so as well as us coming apart and resting a while, the quiche hopefully won't come apart, but it will rest a while. Okay. So this is an opportunity for people to ask some questions. I've not seen any in the chat, but I believe Edgar has sent you a question, Alvin, to your phone directly. So I think he would like, if it's possible, for you to respond to him before the show is up, and he will possibly act somehow on your response. But if you can send it to him directly, that would be great. So we know that you're able to unmute. Is there anybody on here that has been on, just come on TTI for the first time? Because there's some names on here that I don't recognize. If you can just unmute and let us know your name and how you heard about the show. Also, does anybody have any questions for Louise or Alvin? You can put your questions in the chat. We'll look on YouTube to see if there's any questions and we can ask them on your behalf. Okay, we have a hand from our friend Cindy. Hi there, Cindy. What would you like to say?
Hi. Yeah, I just wanted to know about the cheese. I know that, I can't remember her name. I'll forget names anyway. But Chef said it was vegan cheese. Now, did Chef make that cheese or was that shop bought? I just wanted to know, really. Did you hear that, Savoury?
Yes, you were asking about cheese. I didn't see any cheese in the recipe.
She sprinkled some cheese in the quiche.
Yes, she did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was being distracted by you now.
Yeah. So for let me try to flip the camera around. Let me see if I can flip it around. Okay, I got it. Yeah, here I am. So for those who just asked the question, we have a partnership with a company called Cheesy. That's based in Scotland. You find that also in Tesco's and I believe in Sainsbury's, Cheesy. And they're made from coconut. All the cheeses that they have is made from coconut. And I want you to understand that the processing and how they produce it is very, very simple. So we recommend those as an option. You can make cheese. We'll do a cheese class at some point, but not right now. We're going to get involved in that, but we're going to do a cheese class at some point, and it's so easy to make cheeses homemade. But when we're doing mass classes, it's you know, and we're doing volume. In the past, we would have to bring them in, but at this particular point in time, we're not up for classes again until April, as I said, because I'm still going through site restoration. But we're hoping to resume, and that's the company that we tend to use. But most of the time, you can also make your own cheeses.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I'll have a look in Sainsbury's as well then. No problem.
Yeah, no problem at all. It's called Cheesy.
Cheesy. Okay, thanks, brother.
No problem, Paul. Anybody else?
Thanks for your questions, Cindy. I'll just have a look. Is there any of the other admins on here who's been able to look on YouTube to see if there's any questions in the chat there? I'll just have a look through here. Okay, so Taffy Island, thanks for coming on here. Your name looks new to me. And Jonathan Chitalu. Not see, well, I may have seen your name, but I don't remember. Also, El Fedji President. Some more new names. Marv. And most of the other names I'm familiar with, unless it's an initial. I don't know what the initial stands for. Can you hear me? Or am I muttering away to myself? Hi, Abby.
We can hear you, Sharon.
Okay.
You are not alone.
Hi, Jenny Warren. Again, these are names that I... Pardon? I think Abby was trying to say something, but the microphone kind of went funny. Okay, well, I'm going to stop talking because it looks like there's something exciting happening on Alvin's screen. So if you can make some noise, Alvin, then we can zoom into your camera.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but that's not the one that's lighting up.
Oh, really? Oh,
That's,
or there's something happening to the other screen. Bear with me a second.
no, it's good now. It's good now. But I need to keep quiet. Can you speak, please, Alvin?
Yeah, I'm speaking. Somebody, I was waiting for another question. Can you all hear me? Let me just take Louise off the camera on that side. Yes, can you all hear me? I'm with you.
Yes, we can hear you. There's a question on YouTube from Samantha. She's asking, what alternative is there to maple syrup? So I know you used, was it something beginning with C? Carob syrup? I've never heard of that one before.
You got carob syrup. You also have agave nectar that you can use. There are various different, rice syrup also you can use. There's different ones that you can use out there. Date syrup.
Would date syrup make it too dark?
Not really. It's just a little bit that you need to put in because it is quite strong.
Would you use honey?
Yes, for those who would like to use honey, it's also good. Make sure you
But
got
obviously, if you want to go vegan, then, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. And remember, we are plant-based. So although we use a terminology in that context, plant-based is the real terminology. Vegan is a philosophy, and it has a religious content to it, and its overall concept. So we tend to use the word plant-based, but vegan is the similarity in terms of the food structure and the nutritional content is pretty much the same. Just the philosophy behind all that, that's totally different. That's what we all try to get you all to understand.
No, I hear you. I just use that term because a lot of people are familiar with the term vegan. There's a question on the chat now. Where can you get the carob syrup? I've never seen that one before.
Carob syrup. Louise, where do you get a carob syrup? Aldi.
Oh, well, Norma, hopefully there's an Aldi's near you or something like that. So yeah, so from a supermarket kind of place, maybe Lidl's, I don't know. But they got theirs from Aldi's. So there's, in fact, that store does quite a lot of plant-based products. So a lot of the shops are doing much more than they used to several years ago. And there's a response. Norma says, brilliant. So that's good. I really think that some people are going to do this cooking, and I'm so looking forward to your photos and your images. But I'm going to keep quiet because there's a nice image on Alvin's screen. Louise has presented it so nicely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've rested a while, and we put the quiche up. You can see it right now, and it's topped with some tomatoes, and of course, you got a big salad right there. The reason why we have a lot of salad is you got to get that digestive enzymes ready for the main food, the savory. So you notice when a lion or a cat kills somebody, they go kill an animal, they go eat grass, because it aids the digestive system to get everything going. So I want you all to understand the same thing with the human being. We need to have our digestive systems in track. So we need to get some good food into our system, and the greens, especially at this time, is vital. While I'm saying that, Louise is just popping up the one that she did earlier for you all, so she can show you what it looks like. I'm beginning to lose my voice a little bit. And this is the one she made earlier on the show, and she's just topping it up with some berries so you can see what it looks like. Can we all see that?
Yeah, we can see that. That looks good. That looks really good. It's a shame I live so far away, but there you go.
It is a fine saying.
So yeah, I was thinking of something else, but I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, Edgar's asking if you could check your phone, Alvin. And is it on? It's on. Is it in the Zoom chat? Oh, he sent you. I think he sent you a direct message via the Zoom chat. And
It's probably the
Oh,
iPad.
I know what I was going to say. So you said because I was thinking about the lion eating the grass, and I'm thinking I've never really seen that. I don't have many lions in this part of Nottingham. However, do you recommend then, because you were saying you need to have the digestive enzymes there, do you recommend that people eat their salad first and then go for the savoury?
Yes.
Yes, eat your salad first.
It lines the gut and gets everything ready for the body then to absorb the food. And notice a lot of the greens at this time of the year, you're asked to eat a lot of the winter greens. You get a lot of nutrients in that for the blood. So that would really feed the body system. So, and it will help you in your stool, also in your maneuverability, gut functionality. Yeah, I can't shout that loud enough. It's the Mediterranean. You know why they look so good? It's because they pack their food with a lot of salad. Notice we didn't put no oil. We didn't put nothing on the salad. It's as raw as it comes. And that's the best way you all can have it. So yes, salad, salad, salad. Even those of you who are eating meat and you're trying to wean yourself off the meat, I'm going to say to you, make sure that your plate is got like a quarter of meat and everything else is veg and salads. For the simple reason is because it aids your body to be able to sustain the breaking down of that meat. Meat takes a long time to break down, sometimes 8 hours, sometimes longer. And the reason why we're having so much problem within the health situation right now is a lot of people are eating meat at night. You come home from work at around 1730, 1800 hours, and you get home and you lay back or put the pot on or the roast on, and then at 2200 hours, you are now sitting down after you've eaten a heavy piece of chicken or beef or whatever it is that you're eating at 2000 hours, at 2200 hours, you're sitting relaxing, sluggish in a chair, and nothing is happening to your body. I want you to understand, after you eat food, you need to go take a walk, because it helps your lymphatic system as well as your digestive system to break down the food. But if you eat and go sit down and you come back and you go lay down on heavy meats, that food is not going to digest in your system. 8 hours is going to take you to digest chicken. Go check it out, folks. And then you get up in the morning and you do that for a couple of days, and you get up one morning, you breaking gas, and you have to open up the whole house because that stuff is rotten inside of you. And I don't say it to be detestable, I'm just being real. And over a period of time, that builds up in your system, you get sick, and it leads to a whole lot of complications. So I'm trying to say to you all, if you're going to have any meats, make sure you have it early in the daytime, approximately lunchtime. Make sure that's what you're going to have as you're weaning yourself off to go plant-based. So I want you to have that meat early, breakfast if possible, or lunch, but not in the evening. I hope everybody got that.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question, with regards to the salad, I noticed you didn't, well, maybe you did and I missed it. Did you put any dressing on the salad?
No.
Just let it plain.
Okay. And I asked that question because I was doing a little bit of research this week, and I was looking at salt, and the term salad comes from salted vegetables, because sal means salt, like you'll have saline and other things, derivatives of the word sal, salt. So it referred to vegetables that have been flavored with, like salt and herbs and stuff like that, non-cooked, and that's where the term salad came from. So that's just an interesting bit of trivia, if you may wish to put it that way, that I discovered this week. So
and you can also make thank you so much for that, Sharon. That's real good. You can also use a lot of the salad, turn it into sauerkraut. The way how you shred it down, you can add the salts and stuff like that, and you turn it into sauerkraut, which is real good for the system. Especially for the any person who's a
gut bacteria.
Yeah, for good gut flora, and also for your cardiovascular system. It works very well in keeping the body flowing in terms of your arteries, etc. So, really do your research, folks. It's a serious time. 2023 is going to be a really challenging year for a lot of people because we got escalated food costs. So you're tempted to go buy cheap. And if you're going buying cheap, you're going to buy less nutrition into your body. You'll be buying less nutrient dense food, and it's going to be a major problem for yourself and your development and your kids. So We really need to know how to manage and minimize to maximize. And salad is not expensive really right now. You know, you can go pick up a whole bag of kale for like 73 pence in the United Kingdom. Back in the US, you can pick it up for 97 cents or less. You can also have cucumbers and, you know, so many different greens. The heavy winter greens is real good right now. And it's not expensive, but better still, grow this stuff at home. Get a grow bag or get some pots that you can put in your windowsill and stuff like that. You can grow your lettuces and your different, you know, things like that. It doesn't take long. It's important. You don't know what's in the foods right now.
I just like to go and say, when you make the pastry, it is rest it a while. That's important because the pastry, especially with the flour and almond, it can crumble. It will crumble a bit, but don't worry about that. And so just let it rest a while. And it's like kind of like a cold kind of thing. But once it's rest, and you can eat it cold or warm, it'd be better to let it rest because with coconut and almond, it does flake a bit, it does crumble a bit. So don't worry about that if it does. Okay, but it will work. The more water it in is better. So what's on that recipe, you're going to make a big one, use most of the water because that flour, it dries up.
Okay. Well, thank you, Alvin, and thank you, Louise. You really are zooming in and trying to make us hungry. Okay, well, it's fine because I just ate. Some of you may have seen my camera wasn't off all the time, and occasionally I caught myself and switched it off because Edgar handed me a plate of food whilst I was on here. But you saw. Okay, well, Edgar's asking if you can also just check your WhatsApp because he just tried to make it easier by sending you the message via WhatsApp. So yeah, thank you for that comment as well, also about the sauerkraut, because before Christmas, at the beginning of our season 3, Shirlene shared with us how to make sauerkraut, and I made some about 2 weeks ago. You need to let it rest for a week, so I made it about 3 weeks ago and had it 2 weeks ago, and it was nice. I was amazed how much bile comes out of the cabbage when you add the salt and massage it. I was like, whoa, it's all of a sudden it just came. So yeah, so that is good for your gut bacteria. So we have 3 meals, 3 different recipes that has been shared by Golden Palms. We have the quiche, we have the green salad, and we have the chia seed and creamy. I'm trying to say all the words that are on the title. Okay, help me out, Alvin, help me out.
It's a lemon creamily kind of chia pudding. Like I said, eat it in the morning for breakfast, but if you're going to eat it in the evening for supper, just eat it on its own because it has the fresh fruit, because fruit has to be on the empty stomach. So eat it on its own, okay?
Thank you. That looks so good, and I'm sure we're going to get some people trying this out. Can I see a show of hands from anybody who says that they're going to make something on here? Let's see the hands raised up, the reactions. Let's see. There's not necessarily a prize in it. The prize will be you're getting to eat some good food. Thank you, El Veggie President. Anybody else gonna make this food, or you're just gonna look at it and wish that you could be close by and have some?
So
okay.
we got a challenge. We got a challenge, Sharon.
Norma's gonna make some as well. And when you make it, please, if you can send, going to try. Thank you, Cindy. If you can send us pictures of what you've made, that would be brilliant, and it would be encouraging also. It would be encouraging to Alvin and Louise as well. And thank you. Let's see, there's a few more comments I'm seeing on here now. Okay. Yeah. So what was you saying, Alvin?
So we are leaving you with a challenge, which is if you're going to prepare this dish, we want you to try some different flavors with the tofu, and but I want you to come back and give us the nutritional content of those foods and how does it apply to the body. So that's the the challenge that you all have to do. Every dish that you make, I want you to come back and give us a nutritional content and how it applies to the body.
Okay, so you have been challenged. And that challenge doesn't just go to you, it goes to us as well as TTI the core group, the core team. So plant easy. I know you're making all the time, but you know, we want to see some of these dishes as well. And if you can let us know what it tastes like. And that's to the brothers too. Christopher, Jonathan, Edgar, Shirley, myself, and anybody else who is associated with TTI. We look forward to hearing your comments after you've made something. And I'm not sure when we're going to have another cooking demo, but I'm really looking forward to there being another one. Edgar keeps saying, check your phone, Alvin. Ask Alvin to check his phone. Okay. But would you, okay. So
the other thing I'd like to say is, to Alvin or Louise, have you got say somebody wanted to get in contact with you, say somebody wanted to do some cooking with you, or you know they're a bit, I don't know, shy or feel that they don't have the knowledge. Do you have something that they can contact you, so they could book you for something, or do you have something you can show us as a
Okay, so right about now, let me just flip the camera around. So I'm lifting it right up. I'm not in the camera. Okay. So just at the moment, as I said, due to my sight restoration, I had to take my glasses off because I'm blurring out. Due to my sight restoration, we're not reopening the school until approximately April sometime, after my second phase. But what you can do is you can send any of your questions in and we'll be able to talk you through certain things. So although we're not functioning and we have not been really effectively functioning for a while, you can just send all your questions in. We'll be able to get back to you. And you go to goldenpalmscookeryschool.com, that goldenpalmscookeryschool.com, and you'll be able to send everything into that. And hopefully we'll be able to answer your questions and be able to aid you from April, life permitting, health sparing, according to my phase 2 of my treatment. I'm going by faith all the time. So I'm hoping to get back behind the kitchen. And even if I'm visually impaired, I'm going to prove to you all that God is still alive and well. Hello, somebody. So I'm going to get back in that kitchen and I'm going to be chopping up them stuff. Thank you, Elpage, president from New York City, Brooklyn. Good to see you. Yes, just keep me up in prayer. And I'm going to stand in this place and I'm going to do some cooking. And it's not going to be finger food. I see my wife is over there. She's even gone silent on me now. She knows I'm coming back, right? So hopefully
he's prophesying.
Yes. So I'm just prophesying right here that I'm coming back in the kitchen by God's grace. And so from April on, as you keep me up in prayer, hopefully we're going to see a new change in 2023 as we take everything to another level. We got a lot of content that needs to be loaded. So while I'm going through treatment, hopefully those in the background will start loading stuff. Thank you, Cindy. Walk by faith, but not by sight. Oh yeah, I thank you all for your encouragement. You've been a great help in the past year. Tremendous. I could not tell you enough. You know, moved me to tears a few times while I was sitting in that chair going through my treatment and seeing how you all supported me. But I want to give back when I get out of that chair again and give you all my best. That even if I am not 100% according to God's standard, whatever He wants of me, I'm still going to give you my best as He moves alongside of me and inside of me. So whatever the case may be, according to His will will be done. And I'm going to stand in His will. So looking forward to that. So after that, I'll be able to do that. So any person looking up this, goldenpalmscookeryschool.com, telephone numbers are on there. You got an email listing. You can just shoot me an email or you can shoot me a message and I'll be able to tell you how we can send you stuff on how to do parties. We're trying to get some more chefs on board. You know, we disseminated a while because of COVID. So we're hoping to get more chefs on board so we'll be able to spread the volume and the knowledge out there. So we're going to be doing a training session, hopefully before come away and rest a while. We're going to have some chefs to be able to go the four corners of the United Kingdom. And we're also going international. We have some friends of ours back in New York City, also in California and other places, Jacksonville, Florida, who are plant-based guys. And we're trying to make up a synergy, life permitting health spirit. So watch this space and keep your eyes on God, that everything is going to work out for he who have started a good work in us is going to finish it to the end. So praise God.
Amen, amen. And I love your comment, Cindy. Walk by faith, not by sight. Amen, amen. That is so encouraging. Praise the Lord. Right. So, and also, if you do go onto our YouTube chat, not YouTube, if you do go onto our web page, you will see there's some of the recipes we've got on there are from Golden Palms. So don't forget, we would like your pictures of what you've made from today's show, and also from the 7th of January with the medical missionary group with our friends the Browns in Scotland, Michaela and Michaela's mum, Jacqueline Brown. Yes, please share your pictures, and if you go to the website, you'll see there's more recipes. And if you have a recipe, if you missed the invitation at the beginning, if you have a recipe and you would like us to add that to our website, please send it through. Cindy, I've not had your address yet, so I've not had your details, so I can't send you your prize yet. But
I'll put it on your WhatsApp.
look on my WhatsApp. Oh, you've sent it directly to me. Okay, not on the chat here. Okay, that's great. I'll look on my WhatsApp.
Okay, Sharon, I'm just going to interject also. For a lot of people who want some recipes, go on the website. You got an ebook. Remember the ebook we did last year? Were you all in the
You do have an ebook.
Yes, we have. So you can go online and you can order that ebook. We got some recipes in there. We're working on book 2 and 3 when I get on the site restoration. Hopefully that will be produced by the end of 2023. While I'm going through stuff, but we're working on book 2 and 3. It's in, data format, but hopefully that'll be out by the time I get out. So that's the 2023, end of 2023, fall to winter of 2023, you're gonna have that. But in the meantime, the first one that we have, which you're gonna see some of the pretty faces of TTI in there, Miss Sharon, Shirlene, and some others. We got some awesome recipes inside of that book, and it's not expensive. Go online, order it, and have some fun.
So what's that? Golden Palms.
Golden Palms cookeryschool.com.
Golden Palms, all one word, cookeryschool.com. CHOOL.com. That's going in the chat now.
Yeah, so Golden Palms cookeryschool.com, and the ebook is right up there as you go check it out. So thank you, Sharon. And from us here at Golden Palms Cookery School Kitchen, where health is wealth, is over and out from Louise and myself. Hey.
It's been.
Thank you very much.
Any final words from you, Louise?
Well, just thank you. And I hope you do the challenge. And I hope you do the cooking with the quiche. Don't have to use broccoli, use anything, but just use cheese because it helps harden it with the tofu. But you don't, like I said, you don't like broccoli, just make sure you can use something else, but not too wet.
Courgettes, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, the zucchini works well if you you just take out the centerpiece and make sure you just chop the main
Yeah,
thing.
if you're using vegetables, don't cook the vegetables, because once they go in the oven, it would cook. It'd be al dente, it'd be crunchy still, but not crunchy hard. But just don't cook the vegetables when you put into the mixture, okay?
So don't pre-cook it. In other words, cook it in the mixture,
Yeah.
so you make sure you got everything going. All right.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys.
You're
I'll tell you how good. Sharon, I'm gonna send you the photos down within the next 15 minutes or so. We're gonna take some shots and I'll send all the final analysis down to you all.
Excellent, excellent. So does anybody need the recipe going up on screen for now, or are you all okay? Seeing a response. Okay.
Alvin, I'm going to give you a quick call, yeah? I'm going to call you like in about a couple of minutes.
Okay, so everyone's okay with the recipe. You don't need them sharing again. They will be on the different groups. If there's anybody who has not joined our Telegram groups, the links are in there in the chat, and we can share them again if you came on later. And if you missed the beginning, you can go onto our YouTube channel. That's True Temperance International. And you'll see there's the live. If you go on there now, you'll see the live streaming is currently there. But if not, someone says, please share the recipes again. I will do that. If not, I will, what was I saying? You can go, if you're not going on there live, you can go on there later and share it with a friend as well. Share the YouTube link with a friend and they can get to learn how to make these lovely plant-based, delicious and healthy dishes, alternatives to the standard that you would have. So I'm going to share the recipe again. Where are we now? We are there. Let's go back. So I will read them through as well. So for our savory and sweet winter treats, we have the menu of a cheesy broccoli. That's cheesy. It's not proper cheese. Well, proper. It's a plant-based cheese. Okay, so we have our cheesy broccoli and tofu quiche and the wintergreen salad. So the filling for the pastry crust, I'll tell you that because that looks like I'm going to definitely try that because I know you had leftover pastry crust as well. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that, but I'm sure you can find something. So that was using half a cup of coconut flour, half a cup of almond flour, and they've shown us where you can get the coconut and the almond flour from because I've never heard of coconut flour before on Amazon. 4 teaspoons of milled flaxseed, 1/4 teaspoon of, you said Himalayan sea salt, or 1/4 cup of coconut oil and 1/3 cup of water. You may alter the amount of water depending on the texture of your pastry dough. So you may need a little less, you may need a little more, I'm not sure. Depends, you know what, when it feels right, you know when you know. And for the quiche filling, you've got a packet of tofu, 1/2 cup of yellow onion or white onion, whatever color you wish to call it. You could, I suppose you could even use a red onion, but hey. 2 cups of broccoli, 1/2 cup of plain soya milk, 1/2 cup of yeast flakes, and 1 cup of a vegan or plant-based cheddar cheese. Many of them are coconut-based. So yeah, so that's the first recipe that we had. Then on here, you can see there is a salad, a winter salad using kale, cucumber, and avocado. And as expected, I would be disappointed if it didn't happen, but from the McQueen kitchen, they gave us an alternative to the avocado, which was to use sunflower seed. And they said you could either use sunflower seed or pumpkin seed or sesame seed or another kind of seed. Okay, so, and the benefits of the seeds you will get, as well as the good digestive gut enzymes from the kale and the cucumber, and the many other properties in there as well. And there's also homework with this because you need to tell us the benefits of the seeds and the ingredients, okay? And the final one on here is the dessert, which is a lemon cream pie chia pudding. On here you have 1 lemon zest, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. It could be agave syrup. It could be what's the other thing? Chocolate. Another type of syrup. You've seen it anyway.
Carob.
Thank you. Carob syrup. I knew it was like couldn't quite find it. Thank you. Or honey, or well, if you're going to go plant-based, you probably not use the honey, date syrup or whatever. 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract. Would that be like a lemon oil, possibly a doTERRA lemon oil?
That's possible.
Would that be too strong with a doTERRA lemon?
Yes, you gotta do a drop, and that's fine.
Yeah, because those doTERRA oils, you don't mess with those, man. They're proper. They're proper. So yeah, you wouldn't need 1/2 teaspoon. Might be a bit too lemony of the doTERRA lemon oils, but whichever extract you have, if it's not as strong, then maybe you can get away with 1/2 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon.
Little stick, Sharon. You dip it in with a what you call a toothpick, and then
toothpick. If it's pure, 100% pure lemon extract, you can use that method. Yeah, the toothpick method. So as it's not. I like lemon anyway. I like lemon, so I'll be okay with a drop. I think 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt and where are we on the other side? 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. That's going to be good as well for your circulatory system. Am I giving away the answers to the homework? 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of summer fruits, or it could be winter fruits. I was listening. Could be berries, winter berries, something that's edible that you can have and put that on the top. 1/4 cup of chia seeds and 1.5 cups of oat milk. And you said you could also use nuts to sprinkle on the top as well. So you had almonds, I suppose you could use pecans and something else. So there's the recipe. I believe it's been on for long enough, so I can stop the share. And whoops, let me just go back to that actually. And for those of you who missed the very beginning, I will just take you back a little bit. So that, yeah, so in case you missed it, so that was today's, obviously you've seen that. This was the last one we did, and there was a challenge to make and share. If you can't share the food with us, you can share the pictures, and you can go back on our website and or on our different groups and get the recipes for that as well. Okay. And we have our health conference coming up in the summer. You are all invited to the UK, and there's our web page, our website. So that's ttinternational.org for our latest promotions, including a free webinar coming up with Sonia Barnes. And there's also a webinar with AHR, Association of Health Reformers, and some other promotions. So feel free, check it out, and you will find out about what's going on our website. So this is just showing you the different things that are available on there. And we have season 4 coming up, Remedies from Heaven. There's our details if you wish to support the ministry with your prayers, with your with sharing our links, and also financial assistance. And I think we are ready to end today's session. So thank you for joining us. It has been just over 2 hours, so it's been a lovely journey with you all. Charlene, I've done a lot of the talking, and I'm more than happy for you to come on and say hi, bye, and we're heading out. So is there anyone in the Curlew household that's able to, oh, you guys are on a walk.
Hi. We have gone for a walk. So I'd like to say thank you all for joining, and we will see you on in 2 weeks, no, about 3 weeks time, I think. Just look out on the TTI Telegram groups for the next session. I think it might be the 11th of February.
Yeah, more than likely it will be 3 weeks time. But in the meantime, you've got lots of time to do the homework, lots of time to do the cooking, share with your friends, and share with us as well. We like to hear your questions, and as best as we can, we try to help you with your health queries. If you join the groups, you'll see there's lots of different health queries on there. Whether it's for you or for a friend or a family member, feel free to ask. And if we don't know the answers, we'll try and find somebody who does. Okay, but remember, we are not a replacement for your GP or your general practitioner, health professional. We are here to support. Thank you so much. And I believe we are going to stop the YouTube. So by those of you who have joined us on YouTube, thank you. Right, Shirley, are you able to stop the YouTube? Or do you need, or if I do it, will it be okay?
Yes, you might have to do it. I can't do it on my side.
Okay, all right then. Well, say hi to everybody who's out there on the walk with you, and you can say goodbye to everyone too on YouTube.
I will do. And goodbye, everyone. Have a blessed night.
Be safe.
guys shall take care. I'm gonna go.
I don't